Hi, I'm Brittany and welcome to my homeschooling channel. Today I'm talking about the ultimate free curriculum that we use for kindergarten math and language arts, and that is The Good and the Beautiful. Now, there is some mixed reviews on this curriculum, but I honestly can't understand why somebody wouldn't like it. It is faith-based, however, the curriculum is pretty minimal in these subjects for any references to Christ or the Bible. We're Christian, but even if you're not, to go through and select what you like is optimal in this free resource. So it's still worth checking out. The beauty of this curriculum is that you download it. So you enter your name, first name is fine, and your email, and you're able to download all of it. The entire curriculum, the full year, free. The illustrations are beautiful, the curriculum is solid. I really love it. Like say, I can't see why anyone wouldn't. And the great thing about it is because you've downloaded it, you can pick and choose what you want. I'm still a strong believer in you do not need to purchase a curriculum for kindergarten. However, if this is a free resource, it's a great additional one to add. Now we just print it from home. I do print it in color often because the illustrations are so beautiful. And all I do is purchase these 10-cent folders from either Walmart or Staples. And I download the curriculum typically as we go because I don't download all lessons. I find sometimes if it's repetitive and we've mastered it, I don't see the sense in making my child do more. And additionally, sometimes I just create my own things on the side that correlate with this. We can take a look. Now, originally I downloaded the math and I wasn't even going to bother downloading the language arts because we had already mastered letter names and sounds and we're beginning to read some CVC words as well as working on sight words. I really wasn't too worried about it. However, I'm so glad I did because I would have been depriving my child of a great free resource. So like say, this is the math. Right now we're working on telling time. Now the great thing about the language arts is that you can download it onto your phone, the early reader book, so on the go. My daughter and I can just do that, which we are often on the go. I did purchase a lot of early reader books when we first began homeschooling. So we have some from our local thrift stores that, teacher resources that have been passed along, Facebook Marketplace, also Amazon. The great thing about the language arts curriculum is they have booster cards, they call them, that you print up, and you essentially, they're CVC words, sometimes they're letter sounds, and they want you to master the sheet before you move on to the early reader book that correlates with the page. It's an awesome resource, and I have to say it has boosted our reading level. Not that we need to be talking about reading levels because we're only partway through kindergarten, so it's very soon for anything like that. Now you might be wondering how they can keep this resource free, and that is something I wondered in the beginning. When I first saw it, I was shocked. And they say it's because they stand by their products and also they hope that people will love them and go on to purchase elective courses or in the future some of their high school, middle school courses. I did. I purchased Fields and Flowers. Absolutely love it. I don't think it's necessary for kindergarten, and I'm also very comfortable coming up with my own early science lesson plans. However, time is money. Again, illustrations are super cute, practical, very nature-based. My kids absolutely love it. This is the Big Book of Science Stories. Now, these are very cute and they do go along with some of the lessons that are in there. However, I don't think it's a necessary purchase, but I mean, it's like a $10 add-on. So to have it, I also think is very nice. I am hoping to purchase their Sticks and Stones curriculum down the road as well, but I'm not in a rush to do that. And these are also from K to 3, I believe. So you just adjust the questions that you're asking pertaining to the lesson and the kind of understanding that you're expecting to receive back from your child. This is not something that I'll get rid of. I will keep it. We do the lessons over again sometimes. It's not like my kids get bored of it. But even if you purchase this just to do a once-a-week lesson, I think it's great. Also, the price is very reasonable. I'm in Canada, so it's a little bit more expensive as it is an American company. So the US dollar is a lot stronger. So with the conversion and the shipping to Canada, it's not the cheapest. However, it's still very reasonable bang for your buck. Now, I almost didn't look into this curriculum just because I didn't want to waste my time. I didn't want to be stuck downloading and printing off a whole bunch of sheets. And I honestly didn't think it would be that great, but it is fantastic. So check it out. Let me know how you like it in the comments, or if you've used it before. I'd love to hear your honest review. If you're interested in practical, realistic homeschooling for the elementary years, or maybe you're new to homeschooling, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.